On today's episode of My First Quilt, we'll be playing with a wonky maple leaf block. I love creating maple leaf blocks because it's a fun place to play with all sorts of different fabrics. It doesn't take a ton, and they're really quick and easy to put together. So let me show you how it comes together. Here is our completed block, and like I said, we're going to trim this down and cut it wonky. And it all starts with some half square triangle units. I've got them right here. And for these half square triangle units, we are actually starting with triangles. Usually I try to start with squares and sew 2 at a time, but with this particular pattern, we're starting with triangles. Now, when you're working with triangles like this, you've got bias edges, so it's really important to make sure that as you position your fabrics and take them to the machine that you're not stretching or pulling at all. And hitting your fabric with a little bit of spray starch before you cut them can really help to reduce the stretch of the bias as well. So I'm going to stitch this real quick. Okay, so here's my little half square triangle unit, and now I'm going to give this a finger press. When you make yours at home, make sure that you iron it. And you do need a total of 4 of these units to create the block. I've got 3 of them already done. Sometimes I like to just place my pieces kind of seam allowance to seam allowance and press right over, and that kind of helps to give you a nice sharp edge as well. So there's that. The next piece that we need to create is what becomes the stem of our little maple leaf. So I've got one narrow strip of fabric here. This does not have to be bias cut. It's just a regular straight cut piece. And we're going to sew the same triangles to each side of that skinny little strip. Now you want to just center the triangle on the stem piece, and one of the easiest ways to do that is just to press that triangle piece back on itself. Give yourself a little finger press right in the center, and then we're going to do the exact same thing on the strip. You can eyeball this because we do cut it down. It's a little bit oversized, but if you really want to be perfectly centered, that is the easiest way. I'm going to line up my center folds just like this, and now we are ready to stitch again. So I've got one side done. I'm just going to give that a nice finger press back. And now we're going to apply the second side. So once again, I'm just going to find the center of my triangle, being careful not to stretch that bias. This part, it's not quite as important that we don't stretch the bias because we are cutting it off. It's a little oversized, but it's always good to safely handle your fabric. Now we'll stitch this. Okay, so another finger press, and this becomes our stem piece. So now you can take your ruler and your rotary cutter and just kind of square up at least one of those corners so that it's a little bit easier when it comes time to stitch. I'm just going to move these guys out of the way, and I'm just putting one of my corners of my ruler right on the corner of the block. There we go, just like that. And then we can cut and cut. And then I'm going to rotate it around and do the exact same thing on the other end. And again, this just makes it easier when it comes time to actually construct the block. It's just like squaring it up and getting rid of all those extra little pieces so that everything lays nice and flat. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now it's time to actually lay out our maple leaf block. So we have our stem, we have our tips of our leaves, and then we've got some solid squares. And this goes together just like a giant 9 patch. It's not a bad idea to make sure that you've got a picture of your block next to you so that you don't put any of those points in the wrong direction. But you're just going to lay each of your pieces out. So in your top row, we've got our half square triangle units facing this direction. Then for the next row, we go like this, and we need a solid green, just like that and like that. Whoops. And then for the bottom row, we are just like this. You're going to sew this together in rows 1, 2, and 3, and that's how you construct the maple leaf block. So it's quick and easy. It's a fun block to put together. I've got one done here, so I'm going to pull all of these out of the way. There we go. And you'll see that I've added some border pieces to my block. Here's my basic 9-patch maple leaf block. I've added a top and a bottom and 2 side borders, and this is what allows us to create the wonky effect of the block. So I'm gonna move my little border piece out of the way here. And now we need a 12-inch ruler. Mine's actually 12.5 inches square, but a 12-inch would be perfect. And what we wanna do is just lay our ruler from one end to another at an angle. Now, this is where we get a little free form. Don't stress over what your measurements are or where you're positioning your ruler. We're just kind of eyeballing it. The one thing that we want to pay attention to, though, is when you look at your edge here and bring it all the way to here, we want to see that we have at least 9.5 inches, because the finished size of this block is going to be 9.5 inches. So you don't want to bring your ruler way over here and cut, because then you're cutting your block too small. So as you're kind of freeform cutting these pieces off, just keep in mind that you've always got fabric extending beyond that 9.5 inch mark. I'm going to give this a quick cut, just like that. We're going to rotate and do the other side now. There we go. Same thing. We're wanting to make sure that we've got 9.5 inches on both ends, and we'll just cut another piece off. So I've done both of my sides. Now we're going to cut the top edge. Here we go. So we've still got 9.5, good. And this time I'm just going to line it up nice and straight along the edge, because this is where we kind of create the square block. So I'm lining up the straight edge of my ruler with the top edge of my block, and cut. Good. Now, final cut. I'm going to rotate this around and line up my block so that I've got my 9.5 inch markings all the way around. And then I'm nice and square. There we go. Cut. Cut. And now I'm just going to rotate again and just make sure that it is really square. I think I have one edge that's just a little bit too big. It's this one. So 9.5 is the goal. There. So now I have my 9.5 inch maple leaf block, and all I've got to do is add one of my border pieces onto the side. You're going to create several blocks for your table runner, and you're going to rotate the direction that you place that border strip, and you can also rotate the orientation of your block. So let me sew my strip on here. Once you've sewn on that side border, just give it a good press back and your wonky maple leaf block is complete. Let's take a peek at what it looks like in the total table runner. So here you can see what it looks like when you add those wonky maple leaf blocks. And again, they're all in different directions. Each of the maple leaves themselves are kind of angled in a different way, and then you're rotating which side you put that side border on, and it gives you this really cool effect. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to put together this freeform wonky maple leaf block. Come back and see me again on My First Quilt. My First Quilt is brought to you by Baby Lock, Madeira, and Hobbs Batting.